Hello and welcome to Karminia Chaos, the Real Quick Towers Dungeons & Dragons show. We're now going into episode 9. If you've noticed something different about what you're seeing on your screen, we're in a basement. But a different basement than we normally are. Unfortunately, a good number of people could not make it to this recording session, but we said, fuck it, the show must go on. So here we are. Different basement. Fewer people. Does that mean more will happen or less?
That is yet to be determined.
That is yet to be determined.
Yeah.
It depends on how the characters play.
Yes. During the last episode, the group finally made their way out of the quarantined undead section of the town of Isletail, only to find themselves face to face with a high-ranking archmage of the Berian military who had caught on to the party's fighter Jorn Cinderheart, who did literally next to nothing to conceal the fact that they worked for an opposing nation's special forces unit.
I'm innocent.
So they got... So, several members of the party were picked up, except for a new party member by the name of Tallow, a Minotaur sorcerer. Unfortunately, also not here today. All but him and the NPCs Eveline Celestine.
I wasn't kidnapped.
Oh right, Ariena was also not kidnapped.
I think the term you're looking for is detained unwillfully.
I like kidnapped, it sounds better.
I mean, technically you're not children, so I'm pretty sure the technical term is abducted, but
Fair enough.
you were also raised into the sky and flown off.
A drake
was
was
it?
it?
Wyvern.
Wyvern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Thank you.
Well, it should go again.
No, we're not. We're going to keep going. Because this is all just more information that happened during the session.
No, he means we should
go back on the...
Go back on the Wyvern. Yeah.
That was fun!
It was fun! Up until Jorn was given a loyalty test to... or a lack of loyalty test to his homeland of Vassenrai, where he was ordered to execute a former member of the same special operations unit, and I was not expecting him to do it, but he did it. Several party members now also aware of some elements of Jorn's past that he may have not expected to tell them willingly yet.
I hope I wrote some of that down.
Now...
I can send you the recordings if you didn't.
Yeah. Now, all of them standing in a dark night, Vengeance and Ariena walking off back towards town, the professor catatonic with glowing, swirling eyes on the ground.
Oh yeah, he's
Tallow,
still here.
Yeah. Tallow, Jorn, and Felix off burning the corpse of this
on a lovely beach.
on a beach of the corpse of the man that Jorn executed.
We must pay our respects somehow, whether it be burning the body or burying it alive.
So nice.
I mean, you shot him in the head, so... Well, he was at 1 hit point, so... Sorry, Jorn shot him in the head when he was at 1 point, so it's probably not gonna bury him alive. I mean, you could bury him.
We believe in him, he can survive a headshot.
At least he's not like digging through
Burning a corpse, walking back to the Laughing Seahorse, I believe was the name of the inn.
Yes. Remember.
I remember.
It was a laughing seahorse.
Remember, you all thought it was such a lovely name for an inn, and then you watched something horrible happen.
It's so funny. I'm not writing down the name of that.
Stealing it to use later in a different campaign,
No,
or...
If it shows up later, you will die.
Okay.
Okay. Who wants to...
Okay, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Well,
See the files.
I'll just be kind of...
I was gonna say, is anybody talking, or is everybody just kind of looking to go back?
Well, it's kind of it's kind
Oh
of
yes, I
bad
almost
spot.
forgot. Vengeance also did a little spoiler to Ariena and revealed that their real name is Mary.
the most gruesome and fearsome name ever, Mary.
Yes.
So,
Somebody's speech removed. Stop talking in my head.
I think it was just one sentence, but still.
It was like 4 words.
Yeah.
But still, he's never done that before around you, so...
I don't even know.
yeah.
As far as I'm aware, I don't even know. She does.
Okay.
Sorry, Vengeance.
yeah, so, she's just gonna be kind of, like, separating from Ariena and just kind of walking slowly. Just,
Yeah.
not in either party.
Got it. Just, you're new, you're
distancing myself from everyone.
Felix, you're standing on the beach with Jorn and Tallow. They've dragged the body out. They kind of built a small pit.
I was the one who went over and Sacred Flame burned it.
And then Sacred Flame it to start incinerating into everything. Did you guys strip him nude before burning him, or did you just?
I would have assumed we would have looked through his pockets, make sure, like, he doesn't have anything.
Okay,
what is he? No, wait, hold on. His coat was with the bag, but he still has stuff on him.
Coat was on the bag, but if you want to investigate, I'm pretty much asking: did you investigate the body before burning him?
I probably would have.
Okay,
yeah.
so there's
Jordan, Tallow probably wouldn't. Jordan,
we're not gonna speak for them because they're not here.
Yeah,
so
I'm just guessing, but I would have definitely.
There was.
I gave Jorn enough stuff. Yeah, you already got that insignia.
Yeah.
Jorn already got enough stuff last session, and Tallow seems too nice to be rooting around in corpse pockets.
You don't.
Is this an investigation?
You can either make investigation or medicine check, but you will get different information depending on what you're rolled for. You only get to make one check though.
Well, I rolled a 5, and I'm going to do medicine because medicine is one of my specialities, and it's a +4, so 9. 9. I don't think I'm going to get much.
Well, he's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
Really?
He's dead, Jim.
I would have never guessed that.
Okay. Looking at the body before you burn it, it is a drow, I believe. I had said it was.
You didn't say.
Okay, well, he's a drow. He's officially a drow.
I don't think you said that.
He's
So,
a
yeah.
drow. Medicine check.
Please, we're not going into this.
That one medicine check. I'm pretty sure that's a high elf.
You wouldn't know what
Actively
that
is
is.
just an orc.
I'm fairly certain that's a minotaur, realistically a gnome.
It makes sense. Gnomes do dialogue in this campaign.
That
Wow.
not halflings though, luckily.
No.
Never a halfling.
You're like this today.
Vengeance woke up and chose violence.
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Sorry,
Vengeance.
Marshall woke up and chose violence.
I was about to
Vengeance
say,
did not.
Vengeance could not stare at someone being murdered.
No.
I don't think they would choose
I
violence.
mean, realistically, I don't think the average person could stare at somebody being murdered.
But it would more be like pouty violence, more just like, I'm angry. And then just storms off.
I'm angry, pulls out dagger.
Or that.
Alright.
Looking at the body, there are some physical attributes to this drow that has been changed. It seems like it's not normal physiology, but you can't really glean enough in order to actually figure out what is going on. It's just there's something about his physiology
Something was altered in his physical form.
You can't even tell if it was like just natural defect or intentionally done. Like you just know that something, like he's a little different. With a 9 medicine check, all you can tell is they're a little different.
So yeah, Sacred Flame.
Corpses ash in moments.
I'm gonna start writing my book and head back to where we were held to examine this strange behavior from the professor.
Oh yeah, no. Feel free. You go back. The professor is just lying on the ground, like his skin is ice cold and pale. He is not breathing, but ever so often you see his chest, like there's like he's not breathing, but you can
He's catatonic.
You can tell he's alive. It's a weird state, especially from somebody with like a medical background as yourself. His eyes are fully opened and just swirling radioactive yellows and greens and purples.
That's normal. I think.
I'm going to take my little vial of holy water. I'm going to take a drop, and I'm going to. His left arm was the one that went like. Weird.
That went green? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to just put a drop on it and see what happens.
I don't. You take out the vial, you undo the cork, and you pour it on.
A drop.
A drop, sorry. You put it.
So I don't waste the whole
Yes.
thing.
Because it's valuable, I'm just gonna drop it.
Like nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay.
His hand now like warped with the longer fingers with the little black stone shards almost coming out of them at the knuckles. Longer fingers, now all a sickly yellowish green. Not zombie-like, but like a little more vibrant than zombie-like. But
The makeup
Mutant.
vengeance did is gone.
Mutated.
Pardon?
The makeup vengeance did is gone.
Yes.
No. I'm used to
Putting the holy water on it washes away all of the makeup.
Damn.
Ooh. There we are. Yeah. Otherwise, he's just lying there. Nothing happened.
Kick him. Burn. We're not the bad voices in your head, no.
I dropped one of my dice.
Goodbye.
Was that the...
I'm gonna
Should
sacred
I-
flame him.
Just sacred flame the professor.
Yes, yes.
I mean, he's incapacitated, so he auto fails any like saving throw.
1d8
2d8.
dex save. 1d.
Duty.
Oh, 2d8 now because I need to change them.
Actually,
I'm gonna summon them.
No.
Oh, humble now.
man, I do roll horribly. when I do
Yeah,
that.
what the hell?
Like that's the first time I've rolled tonight above a 10.
Say it was a crit.
What is your save?
My save?
Yeah,
16.
16. One moment, I did not think I was gonna need this.
Oh, great. The stat block for humble.
Why does everyone have 20 charisma?
There's a lot of charisma-based casters.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Gee, I
How could
wonder
you on the
why.
planet?
I mean, like, most of my stuff is built around, like,
Charisma.
intelligence-based, like, well, not intelligence, like,
It's a dex
mind-based.
Dex save.
Dex save, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you hit him with a sacred flame.
Yes, more.
Do I roll damage? Or
Yeah, I mean you can if you would
Woohoo.
like to.
I don't have to. I'm just burning body, basically.
I mean, you would deal. He wouldn't just incinerate instantaneously.
not
No.
like the corpse.
Not like the corpse. The corpse was dead and is being. The corpse is effectively it has no more life left in it, and it's being purged by holy fire.
Don't know if this counts.
So
but
it's gonna
the
go-
Sacred flame is considered
Radiant, not fire damage. Yeah, that's why it went up so quickly. Is because it's not just. It's not like you're trying to set something on fire. You are purging it in holy light. It is disintegrating.
Burn in holy fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be a flat 10.
Flat 10.
Yes, perfect.
You deal 10 damage to the catatonic body of the professor.
He's at 16.
Do you wake up?
After nothing happens after that.
Nothing happens.
I'm gonna head back now.
Just gonna leave him on the ground?
Yup.
Okay. Any of you making pit stops before you head back to the inn, or are you just heading right?
I'm not. I will go to a librarian research.
Oh.
Just trying to find a library?
Yeah, and then research.
It has been a very long time since you've been in this part of the world. Can you make a survival check for me to see where you can find a library in the
Butterflies
middle
or
of the
gold?
night?
Butterflies. Are you sage?
Survival check.
Yes.
Well, it's because it's what you do to find your way.
It's the only
Wait,
check
he has
that's
a
like
feature.
reasonable.
What?
As sage, he has a feature. He knows where he can find things like this.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah.
I can look this.
If you have a
Basically,
sage
you know
feature,
what-
you're fine.
If you roll a
Yeah.
1, you starve without a library.
Exactly. No, you don't need to look at the feature. I am familiar with the Sage feature. It's typically the one I picked, simply because it gives you 2 languages instead of none.
I like to pick it because it gives our common proficiency.
Yeah. You're able to move around. You eventually find a large, musty building that has a small, like, bust of a sphinx outside sitting on the steps. There's no name or identification, but there's just something about it that's just like this is a house of knowledge.
Books.
I am going to go in and I'm going to research curses and removal of curses.
Removal of curses? Okay.
Both specifically.
So you walk into the to the place, and you kind of see this What typically you think would be a very large room, you see has been cordoned off. So there are now pillars sitting in front of you with walls coming straight towards the door entrance. There are glass, like sliding doors behind that. And the roof, you see what probably was never meant to be a roof, what would actually lead into a much taller building, a much opener area, has like a sheet over top of it, like silk drapery to kind of keep this small entrance area contained. And there's a little desk sitting there. And you see a small gnomish woman behind it with a...
Of all the races, we have a gnome with a 7-1 tiefling. This will be interesting.
Yeah. You see she has these little reading glasses on. She's kind of just sitting there just going through like a couple of ledgers. What are you wearing right now? Are you still...
My cloak was taken off.
Did you put it back on before re-entering town?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you...
She's sitting there, she's reading. You can't see anything else besides what is in this tiny little entrance room.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Did something happen to the books? Or are they just in different locations now?
No, you just need a membership to read the books.
That's new.
We've had this policy for a very long time, young man.
Oh. You're actively just trying to antagonize my character.
Yeah. It's your fault for making like a 600-year-old character, dude. I don't know how long.
1048, I think it was.
Your fault
46.
for making. It's your fault for living for over 1,000 years and still looking 30.
25.
Even worse.
The curse of looking too young.
Exactly. No one will ever take you seriously.
How much is the membership?
Depends on which sections of the library you would like to access.
Curses and removal of said curses.
That's a very specialized area. Be 40 gold pieces a month.
Oh.
Remember, kids, don't sign up to your local library.
Out of character. Do you take souls? No. Well, I have four gold worth of gems. Ooh, that's nothing.
Try and make it seem like it's worth more.
That is a little expensive.
I mean, there's the additional fees, but...
What is in addition?
I mean, patrons come here to read, not to be gawked at by tieflings. It's...
My hood's up, so...
Yeah, except you're Ahsoka-ing it with the horns.
Again,
You're clearly not just human. We're an establishment officially run by the Table of Swords. We do not make the rules. I do not make the rules. I just have to enforce them if I want to keep my job.
She's working.
Very well. I do not have the currency at the moment. I might come back at a later date.
Okay.
and I walk out.
Sorry I couldn't help you.
You gotta get the perks though. The 40 gold. It comes with everything. Kidding me? Membership. That one.
For people who are wondering what I'm doing, I am rolling to see what my character would probably do. In a semi-fit of rage, he's going to walk into an alley,
Yeah.
take the cloak, and just throw it in a bin.
Yeah.
It's
Fair.
useless. It's
Yeah.
useless. I'm going to walk back to the laughing... Oh, actually, no. Let me rephrase it. I'm going to walk to the laughing seahorse.
Yeah.
Do I have to make a survival check for that? This would be my first time going there.
Yeah. Like, if you can, with sage advice, if you can find the
Wait.
books wherever they
No,
are,
but we
I'll just let you.
don't know we're going to the Laughing Source, do we?
Yes.
That's one of the
That-
only
that's where Key 3 and Eveline said they would be.
Yeah, but
When you were being kidnapped, that's where they said they.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to head to the laughing seahorse. I'm assuming that's one of the only inns, and Eveline is there. So... And there then.
And if you want to try and find a different inn, you're welcome to.
Looks at dice.
No, looks at character deciding if, like... No, I'd go... No, I'm laughing seahorse.
Okay.
I'm heading back there.
You are both also going to Laughing Seahorse. Yeah. You're walking slowly, so I'm gonna guess Ariena gets there first.
Probably.
You walk into the Laughing Seahorse and you see a open dining room with not like small tables like set up in corners, but like a couple just long ones going side to side. Tons of candles covering the center. There's various people sitting across them just eating food.
Oh, whatever happened to the celebrations?
Oh, here we go.
Last time when Tallow and I went there, I don't remember why. Like, everyone was celebrating and such, like all the people we rescued.
Because they were out of a zombie-infested town. It's mostly died down now. Like, they're celebrating and they're happy, but they also like haven't had proper food in months. They haven't had a proper sleep in months. So like they wanted to celebrate, but they're also way too tired for that. So after you guys running out, having to deal with all of the shenanigans that happened last episode, and then running back, it's mostly died out for the most part.
Okay.
You don't see those long tables. There's a bunch of groups of people just sitting there eating collectively. Nobody really pays you any mind when you come in.
Is Eveline still out there?
Eveline and Key 3 are sitting at the far end of one of the tables, on closer towards the opposite end of the bar, actually.
Okay. Sure. I was just gonna get a room.
Okay. If you walk up to the bartender, is a taller human fellow, just graying beard, no hair.
I have a problem with humans. Outside of game.
And yeah, they're not great.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Destructive things.
Moving on!
The minute you get to talk, this is all you do.
Yes. Tall human gray man. You walk up to him and he just looks up and goes, "Can I help you?"
Could I get a room?
Yeah, absolutely. Just for yourself, or?
Yeah, just for myself.
Got it. 3 silver.
3 silver? Okay. I'll pay him 3 silver.
Absolutely, he takes your 3 silver.
Damn.
He just hands you a key. It has like B14 written on it, and
Okay, I'll just head up there.
head up 2 floors. You end up finding your room. It's modest accommodations. There's a halfway decent bed. There is a small like area where you might be able to construct a fire if you need to warm the room, and there's a vent for it that exits out towards the window, and you can see a little bit of the street. All the arcane lamps now ignited with fire, lighting the way of the entire street.
Pretty lamps.
Yes.
Just gonna throw my stuff in the corner.
Okay. Cry in the bed?
Not yet. Not yet. Take the time to attune to my sword, then cry in the bed.
Okay. If you were taking the time to attune to your
Because
sword.
something's speaking in my mind and something didn't like the sword.
Yes.
Are we gonna mention
Let
the
The
3D
chaos
thing?
begin.
I'm pretty sure he's aware of it. People can attune to 3 items, not 1. I'm just stupid.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I always played like that. That's why I was confused when you were complaining
I thought
about
it
the
was
attunement
one.
so bad. No, you can attune to
Yeah.
3 different magic items at a time.
Yeah.
Remember,
I thought it was one, and that's how we've always played it, so it's like, this makes no sense to me.
You know, 3 magic items.
Yeah.
Magic items, what are those?
Yeah, you never took them out.
What is power to Ariena?
What?
Just give her the
power. Like, what do you mean by that question?
Just what is power? Is it
Knowledge?
magical might, physical prowess, political standing, social standing? What would make you stronger?
Magic and understanding.
Magic.
XP.
XP.
As you take the time sitting with the sword,
I'm very scared now.
you see
I'm scared.
all of the lines on it begin to kind of glow slightly more golden instead of the bluer arcanish on them. And you see the blade begins to swap and flip, almost like a Rubik's Cube, except all of the interlocking pieces are not square. They just begin flipping over, and as it begins to change shape, and you see this, it begins to elongate to almost a half quarter staff. The head, still a blade coming out at the top, but you see on the base of the, just below the blade, there a crossguard forms that has the heads of owls sitting atop them. This weapon now also counts as a +1 arcane focus. And
That's meaningless, okay.
it's +1 arcane focus. Sorry, no, spell casting focus, not arcane focus. So any spells you cast with it, +1 to DC,
Save and
+1.
damage.
Yes.
I don't think that makes a difference for me.
How
Okay.
so?
I don't use save or attack spells.
Yeah, give her something better.
There are perhaps other characteristics.
That you haven't figured
But
out
for
yet.
now,
What would break that?
Complain about it later. Free gifts.
For things. Not going to write that.
Take my free stuff.
And then she's going to take the time. She's just going to break down.
fully breaks down.
Break it down.
Vengeance would be next to one.
Before I walk in. So, Vengeance is gonna, like, go up to the door and just kind of look around. And she's gonna pull out her dagger, her cool dagger.
Yes.
And she's gonna look at it. She's gonna think about, like, the party,
Yeah.
personal thoughts.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is her mind, right? Basically. Jorn had always looked to her as, like, the leader of the group. It seemed like
Because
the
he talks loud and
responsible.
he walks in the front.
And he talks over everybody. So clearly he must be... clearly he must be the leader. But we can cut that out.
No, we're not cutting that out.
And basically she feels betrayed.
Yeah.
I
thought you were somebody very different.
Yeah. And she hasn't felt that in, like, a while.
Yeah.
So she's gonna just very carefully and, like, close herself up and just carefully walk into the inn and desperately search for Kitchener or Evelyn.
They're both sitting together, far end of a long table. Double dash.
Cutting
I
action.
thought that was a flinch of sorts.
Let's see how
90 feet in a single round.
Rogues.
Rogues!
Sneak up on them.
Exactly.
Scare them.
You walk up behind them. Evelyn looks up to you and goes, everything okay? And Kitchener looks up and just goes, and he's just gonna, like, hug you.
She's just gonna just embrace and just
Yeah.
she'll like loosen up her cloak.
Yeah.
Be like, I lived. I saw someone. They They were alive.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
How do you spell properties?
P-R-O-P-E-R-I-T-I-E-S.
I was just saying what he was saying. I didn't know.
It is still a light weapon,
Sounded, it was close.
but it's more of a short spear now. So it also
I'm
has...
just writing what it does.
Yeah. So it has the same properties as a short sword, except it also has the throw ability of a spear.
Okay. I'm thoroughly confused now. Okay.
So pretty much, it's also a thrown weapon with the range
I know what you
of
mean.
a
I
spear.
do not know anything.
How have you guys been?
I mean, we've been sitting here just taking care of people, so it's probably been a little calmer for us than you. Do you need anything right now?
See, I just need to know that you guys are okay.
We're
Safe.
We're very much safe and very much okay right now.
Immediately after that, Felix walks in, just rooting.
With
Jorn straight behind him.
If you are close at all to that person, that thing, Jorn.
Are you talking to Key3 or Eveline right now?
That was both of them.
Okay.
Don't trust him. He's a liar, deceiver.
Do you maybe want to tell me what happened?
You can see
if you don't want to, that's
she's
okay.
trying to have something come out of her mouth. She can't physically let the words come out.
Yeah.
Bad.
Okay.
Redacted.
Eveline and I are gonna go get a room. Would you like to stay with us tonight?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go. You walk off. Go talk to the bartender. Key3 gives them 3 silver. You go to a
I
room.
didn't have to pay.
Um,
Unless she's not paying for my room, then I assume
You guys are sharing a room.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, like,
She
3
pays 5
silver for one room, though you guys are sharing it. Like,
5 silver because this room is slightly bigger. It's 3 days.
the more luxurious.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's like the same
Oh.
kind of room. Like, it's not more luxurious. It's just larger and has more beds.
Off topic, if I were to run an inn, I would make different priced rooms. They're all the same.
This is why we don't like you cutting in.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Just ready for the long rest.
Well, yeah, she'll just pass out and just become a ball.
Got it. The second Eveline lies down, she is out. Like,
Yeah.
she is pushing a second point of exhaustion right now. She is done.
Oh yeah, I need to get some sleep too.
Goodbye.
I should have been rolling with disadvantage again.
Couldn't have gotten much worse than you already did, so you're good.
Fair enough.
No shade being thrown whatsoever. Felix, you went to the Laughing Seahorse. You saw Vengeance talking to Key3 and Eveline. You all see them walk up to the bartender and then go upstairs.
I'm going to go. Oh, there we go. Well, seeing that, I am going to. My character's just remembering he only has 4 gems,
Yeah.
each worth a gold piece.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you need money?
Like, we all need money.
We all need money. We haven't been able to go on a
Y'all
mission.
keep refusing payment. I'm sorry, y'all don't stop refusing payment. Y'all used all your money to get here,
Yeah.
and then didn't do any
Thank
paperwork.
you,
They used
Far
all
Tug
their money to get
Heyman.
here. They spent all my money on spells.
That guy was
That is
ridiculous. Don't trust him.
Yeah, goblins.
Whoa, that's really racist. Come on.
Wastes all our money to get here and then leaves before we even get here. How dare you? I am... Of course I had to choose the Arcane Focus because that's helpful.
Are you trying to pawn something off?
Either pawn something off or just start selling shit because half the shit I don't even need.
Why don't you do a show? Like,
I mean,
sell your...
right now you can still pay for a room.
No, I can't.
Gem worth 1 gold, it's been 3 silver.
Yeah, but I have to convince the bartender that it's worth 1 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
I mean, I can do that.
20 charisma.
20 charisma. So, yeah.
Persuasion, yeah. Plus 5.
With disadvantage.
Oh.
Exhaustion. I'm gonna head up to the barkeep.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Desperation strikes again.
Can I help you?
I'd like a room.
Can
I
you
put
bless the
this,
walls?
one of the gems on the table. That is worth at least 1 gold piece.
Do you want to roll persuasion?
He takes it,
Oh.
tosses you a room key, rather haphazardly. Doesn't say anything.
Yep. Thank you. I head up and I sleep because I need to get rid of that exhaustion.
That was him trying to evaluate the worth of your gem. He rolled a natural 3, which means he probably thinks it's a good deal, worth a good deal more than you thought it was, even though it probably isn't.
All right. I get rid of my exhaustion because screw that.
Just...
Everybody take a long rest.
I do not take a long rest. I'm spending the night up.
Okay, you take a second point of exhaustion.
I'm sorry, what was your goal again for this session?
Die.
Yeah. I
Didn't we
trying to
say-
remember what the second point of exhaustion
half
does?
speed.
Speed is half, so you got a speed of 20 feet and disadvantage on all ability checks.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't
The zombies are invading.
Oh,
I get
God.
all
Oh,
my
damn,
divine
7
senses
stitch
back.
beasts appear in the inn. Oh.
I get all my divine
Well,
senses
I
back,
befriend
that's
them.
Great.
My goal was to take a long rest. This I knew I was doing beforehand.
Got it. Do you do anything while you stay up, or just cry?
Yep.
Got it.
I've had
Don't
a
you
long
cry?
day.
Just cry.
School
Paragon starts bullying you.
Oh.
No.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, yeah, he definitely would. He's just not feeling very chummy.
Ooh,
yet.
I can make this fun.
Yeah. You all wake up the next morning. Ariena, at some point around 3 a.m., make a perception check. Sitting in a dark room or a dark room, or do you have a light on?
It'd be a dark room.
Okay. Either way, it's disadvantage.
12.
12? You see a slip of paper slide under your door.
Okay.
What time is this?
Take a look.
3
3 in the morning.
3 a.m. Karminia session.
I'll go take a look at the sketchy piece of paper.
Okay. You take the picture, you unfold it, and look at it. You see a very quickly scrawled note. Gone recon, taking problem and Tallow, dash Jorn, be back later.
Is that right?
What's this written in?
Common. Okay.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised?
How's the actual penmanship?
Very bad. You all eventually wake up in the morning. Except for Ariena, who does not wake up. They just remain awake.
Being sad.
They witness the sun.
They remain awake, but with sun.
What's that? It's bright out.
Is there a slip under any of our doors?
No.
Thanks, Jorn.
As far as I'm aware, they're still with the bodies and the professor, so I don't care. I'm going to go down to the bar area.
Okay. You go down to the bar area. There's no chairs like at the bar, but there's like just an area where you can walk up and ask for food. And then there's the long tables going down. A couple like furnace-shaped things in the corner of the room that occasionally sputter a little bit of like steam out that warm the entire area. Not that much warmth is needed this time of year.
I'll also head down to the bar.
Yeah, you all eventually walk into the bar, just kind of standing there.
Are you stumbling down the stairs?
I'm not drunk.
Would I be the first one down there?
Yeah, you'd probably be the first one down there.
I'd be
Actually, how early do you leave your room?
Pretty early. Like
Okay.
when I see the sunrise.
Okay, no, Ariena is down there when you get there.
You're not supposed to look at the sun.
But I like
When I get down there, I'm gonna turn my head, see Ariena.
Yeah.
Where are you?
down at like
Where
Just at
exactly?
one of the tables,
Yeah.
or yeah?
I'll go to the
Alone at
opposite
one of
side. like opposite side of the bar from her.
the- Yeah, so like across the table,
Across
not
the
opposite
room.
side of the room.
No, opposite side of the
opposite
room.
side of the room. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
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 Okay.
Apparently nothing productive will be happening in this session, just passive
Oh,
aggression.
Sir Dominance.
Okay. Ariena doesn't want to be near me. I won't be near her.
Then
So I walk in and I have to decide.
Questions. You walk in. One of your friends is on one side of the cafeteria, your other friend is on the other.
Are we friends? That's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody's my
Do you consider anyone a friend?
Other than your friends in the room that you were in, that you slept in.
Is there anyone else in the bar, or is it like?
Anything but the options I have. There are two gentlemen in blue cloaks that have a golden trim that are sitting. Like, there are three tables. Ariena is sitting at one of them. They're two tables over, but sitting across, so they can see where they have line of sight on Ariena.
But that's it.
There's like a couple stragglers of people who are like too drunk to move the night
Okay.
before.
I mean, there's Felix.
But like it is decently early
Felix
in
is
the morning, and people for the most part are either staying in the rooms or they're leaving to go to work right now.
Felix is in the process of experimenting with certain vials and dust.
Got it.
Okay. I will walk over to Ariena.
Yeah, walk over to Ariena and sit down. Sorry, I won't speak for your character. Do you sit down?
I'll just stand there.
Just stand there, behind or in front?
Just like in front of a chair.
Yeah.
I will stand there and let's see. Good morning. How are you doing?
Better.
Oh, that's
Ish.
good. I get. I will answer your question with another question. Is like Jorn a good person to you?
What do you mean?
'Cause I originally had thought of Jorn as the leader and a really aspiring person, but he's done a bad.
He's done a bad.
He's done a
I
bad.
was expecting a bit more.
I was expecting thing, at least thing.
No, he's done a bad.
He's done a
Period.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I mean, he's not a good person.
Okay,
Um,
good. Good. Just checking that's the status we're at.
I'm surprised if many of them were good people. The professor's certainly not.
What about that one? And I'm like physically pointing.
Can I make a perception check to hear what they're talking about, or is it clear enough that I can hear them across?
How quiet are the two of you being?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just still mumbling.
I can
but
hear
it's,
them.
Yeah,
Make a
you-
perception
You
check.
could.
Like,
do it.
you are on the opposite side of the room.
I can hear them. 18 plus my perception, which is a 1.
You can hear them.
19.
What
You
about-
can hear them, you look up from your experiment, you see Vengeance pointing at you.
With my mask on,
I can't tell if he's looking sideways or in front.
oh, okay, it's like this, and then I'm looking kind of like this at you.
Okay.
And then I go back, and then I go back to experimenting. Just be like, I hear you, and then going back.
I can't tell him. I can't read him that well. I know the most about him, and I do not know a thing about him. I know the most about his life. I do not know a thing about the way he acts.
Yeah, she doesn't get that. She doesn't comprehend what.
Because you Marshall does it, or just choice for the
No,
character?
like I understand that it's
Yeah.
a mystery, like,
Yeah.
but well, all I wanted to come by was just to make sure that you're fine, mentally fine, because it's been a rough few days, a bit.
You met these people, I think, 3 days ago?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
No, because you did one night in the area, and then you did one night here. So this is the 3rd day.
Yeah.
Didn't we do 2 nights in the area?
No, we did one. That was all one day.
Yeah, it's wild.
Technically 2 days. It was 1 day to get to Key 3's house, and then 1 day to get all the way back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wild day.
I thought it was 2. I thought we spent 2 nights there.
Nope.
Well, damn. Alright.
Well,
Well, goodbye is here.
that's all I wanted to tell you, but I'm gonna check in with that one.
Look back up. See pointing. Very well. Back to experiment.
Jorn's taken the others to go do something. Left a note under my door, and that's it. No handed the note.
Gone to do recon.
Can I
Took
read
the
it?
problem and Tallow. Dash Zorn.
Zorn.
Zorn. Dash Jorn.
You wrote Zor.
I mean, J's and Z's are kind of similar in cursive.
She's looking at it. She can't tell if this is a lie or not. She can't tell anything from that guy anymore.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I mean, at least they're out of our hair.
Not the way I think about it, but they're going to be back. You realize? Recon means they're coming back.
She kind of like closes up her cloak a little bit more. Okay. Well, I'll be right back,
Okay.
and then I'll walk over to this
To the other crazy person.
this guy. I'm like point blank. This guy. No. Hello, Birdman.
Madame.
That's
Why
your
are
name.
you a bird, by the way?
I'm sorry, what?
Can I touch it?
I mean,
I know, I'm
you
asking
can
the
reach
DM
out
that.
and try.
I'm just kind of looking up at you at the moment. Well, looking at you at the moment.
Yeah.
May I touch it?
Why do you? Why?
It's a bird. Do you not see a bird?
Not a bird.
When you squeeze it, there's like a faint like crunch of like dried herbs.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
You feel the crunch of it.
And like the inside the beak.
Ew. So how are you doing? What was your name, by the way?
Felix.
Felix, right.
Teenage Felix.
Technically adult.
But shut the fuck
This young man. Okay, no. No, don't say that. I don't say that.
Still, my mask is on, so.
Yeah.
Baby
like,
boy Felix.
comparatively speaking, you can't really
No,
tell
there's
my
no-
age with my mask.
Yeah.
Well,
I
All
know.
you know is I'm very freaking
You
tall.
can tell by the length of the horns or whatever.
Like they go up a good amount and they do your.
What was I gonna say? I was literally gonna look.
Sorry.
How are you doing?
I'm alright. Why?
Well, it's been some terrible days lately. I just want to make sure that we are all good.
That was not terrible. That was everyday occurrence.
closer, like a little bit more. Oh, okay.
You have to understand, the world is a terrible place.
Right, that's what I was just about to say.
I don't trust that at all.
Roll insight.
I'm not rolling insight. My character is immediately just like, I do not believe that at all. Seeing as how you reacted
She's not
earlier yesterday, like
Yeah, he's only got to roll if he's trying to ascertain the truth. If he just wants to make an assumption, he can make an assumption.
I'm gonna be like, no, you have no idea.
Okay.
You have no idea.
Well, I deal with this stuff on a regular basis, all the time.
You just hear faint screaming in the background.
Oh no, I always hear it.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a little bit
I'm
louder
rolling
right
insight
now.
on that though.
It's a little bit louder right now.
Nope,
What is it?
that's a 1.
What did you say that you were inside?
I said that I deal with this every day, all the time.
They are the most seasoned veteran of the world in the entire universe. They have been coming back,
holy
possibly literally.
Okay, this can't actually.
Why does this keep happening? Like the DC for this is gonna be like a 5 or something.
Don't actually believe this. Just at least be surprised or something.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, you don't have to believe everything I said. It's just like,
I
you only
just
have
kind of,
one, interpret that as you will.
yeah. I just kind of look up.
Remind me how long you were with Eveline?
A very long time. It was 2 days. 3 days. Thanks, Ariena.
And forgive me if this is rude. How old are you?
Well, I'm fairly old. I'm 24. Probably the oldest amongst all. Okay, I won't say that.
I mean, we haven't.
I mean, like,
Stop being
go
so
right ahead and
bad.
say that. My character already has an
I
automatic
don't.
response
No,
for that.
I don't want to perform. I'll let Carter do that sort of stuff.
No, you just
Okay,
say
alright.
it and
Probably the most, or the oldest amongst all of us.
Not true, I'm 25.
Well, when's your birthday?
Jorn, I'm pretty sure, is also like 120
Well,
something.
he's an elf. He has to be at least 100.
Yeah. Well, no, they reach physical maturity at the regular rate of humans. They just don't typically choose to be an adult until they're like 100.
You know, that's fair.
That's literally what it says in the book. It's just like they mental maturity. They just kind of act like they're pretty much teenagers for 80 years.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
I don't
Explains a
really
lot.
consider my birthday a date worth paying attention to.
she's about to lose it. She's going to snap.
do it. See what happens.
Stabs Felix.
What? You're telling me that you birthdays are just meaningless?
I'm gonna. All you're gonna see is this.
Just takes out book. And
I was kind of already like writing them
Yeah.
from my notes, but then I like immediately like flipped to one of the beginning pages.
Yeah. It's just because they can't see what you're doing.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to find the page.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start writing.
Flip to vengeance page.
Sorry, what was that?
I just find it hard to believe that you just have never celebrated any sort
I
of
never
birthday.
said that.
Oh, okay.
I just said now I don't really pay attention to it.
The day where you get to have gifts and celebration. It's just no.
You have no idea.
Oh, so innocent. Well, every year you look up for one day. That's the day you look forward to.
I look forward to one day in particular. Not one is not of your concern.
Is it your birthday?
No.
While you're having this conversation about birthdays in the back of your head, you just start hearing. But really, what month is it? Is it a year, sire? Kindling Spark Sky. You seem like a cinder site. You seem like that's when your birthday is. Like, no, you're definitely not born in Frostfall.
I start hitting my head on the table in front of it. I close my book for a second and just start hitting my head on the table.
I'm gonna walk back to Ariena. I broke him.
Ariena, you hear in the back of your head, so when's your birthday?
Take my stealthy.
Carter's having way too much fun at our expense.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Another riveting episode. Oh no. What?
There's stupid voice speaking in my stupid head. Don't worry about it.
What?
It's something he has. It's been irritating me for a while. For what being like a day.
Is it a good voice?
Not at all.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty. I've got a good voice. I got a good voice. Smooth, calming, mountain range. You're gonna die in a fight.
This is solely in her head.
Yeah, just in your head. Just in Arena's head.
Yeah, I can go ask.
Yeah, could you go get her for a minute?
Evisceration, vivisection, sanguination. See, it's just they're all rolling off the tongue.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back to Felix. Are you still banging your head on the table or no?
I hit my head like 10 times and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Okay.
And I'm back to writing in like more middle section of my book.
I'm just going to, in my lunchbox, what could be in it? Because I have apple slices, right?
Today,
Yes.
when you open your lunchbox,
Yep.
there is a single freshly baked muffin.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. So I'm gonna take
Like
that.
when you
out.
open it, a little bit of steam comes out of the box.
Holy
Like it just came, like she just put it in her lunchbox and it just came out of the oven. Like timing is perfect.
I'll look at it. I inspect the architecture of this.
It's a very well made muffin.
So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna go to Felix's table and I'm gonna put it on his table. I'm saying, well, if you ever want to celebrate your birthday, I have this for you. And I'm just gonna turn away before he responds.
Sorry, Ariena, what did you say you wanted to do?
I'm gonna go find Eveline.
Okay.
I'm only gonna write something down first.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm turning away to get Eveline.
Oh, if you're doing that for me, I'm just gonna write something
You
down.
literally enslaved me.
You actually go to start going up the stairs, and Eveline, you actually bump into Eveline at the bottom of the stairs as she begins to come around the corner.
I'm staring peculiarly at that muffin.
Yeah.
Just be like, what just happened?
Are you going to eat the muffin?
I want to roll survival. See if you're tempted. Or will, or whatever.
Intelligence saving throw.
It's a good look. That's steam coming off it. This is what kind of muffin?
I mean, okay.
You don't know until you bite into it.
Oh. Mysterious man wants mysterious muffin.
I'm just gonna.
Wrong team. I'm so sorry, team. If you wanted anything productive, you got the wrong players.
Should have thought about
I'm
that.
gonna take my
before
knife and
the
I'm just gonna
muffin
kind of
episode.
push it across the table.
Yeah. Don't even want to touch the muffin. Eventually somebody walks by, just takes it off the table and bites into it. Oh my god, this is banana and chocolate. and keeps walking off.
They level up to level 20.
I just kind of like watch them walk off.
He just keeps walking off. Like, it's not even chocolate chip. Like, there's a little solid chunk of melted chocolate in the center. He keeps walking off. Like, he's not talking to you. He's just shouting chagrin. Like, it's good baking.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yep.
I'm just writing.
Okay.
You bump into Eveline on the stairs as she's coming down to the table. She's just like, oh, hey, sorry, Vengeance.
Oh, good morning, Eveline.
Yeah, good morning.
Your look is... You look sleepy. You look very tired.
Oh, no, I just woke up. I've had a long couple days. I'm sure you've had a long couple days.
Yeah, I don't think I get it. No.
What are you
Insight.
doing?
Insight?
Oh, you know, she's forthcoming.
Well, is that what she's doing, like, in the game?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay,
me, not
okay.
Eveline. I mean, she probably is too, because she's just waking up, so she's like just clearing the dryness out of her eyes.
Ariena wants to speak with you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Just try and go, like, light on her. You know what?
Okay. Do I need to be worried about anything?
Just a lot's happened.
Oh yeah, of course. I witnessed all of it with you.
Well...
Okay, almost all of it. There was like that 3 hours where you were all gone. But what can happen in 3 hours?
She can't respond.
Okay. From that, I'm gonna guess a lot. Never mind. I'll go talk to her and see what's going on.
Thank you.
I can't read this. Hold on. She's just gonna slip Eveline a note.
Yeah.
She's gonna write, your organization deals with extraplanar stuff.
Yeah.
How would one get rid of it? Specifically from speaking in your mind. And then it's just a little note that says, it hears what I say, it will probably hear what you say too.
When you look over to me, I just flip to the very back, front of my book again.
This is also a test to see if Paragon notices or not.
That's when I roll well. As you begin writing out the note, you feel like a spasm in your hand, and one of your eyes goes milky white for a second, and you can't see anything out of it, and then it goes back to regular, and then you just hear, I can see things sometime too, you know, right? Like,
No, I didn't.
I'm in your head. I know what you're doing.
I'm not sure if this is going to affect this. I moved to page 7, which is about Paragon,
Yeah, got it.
and I start writing.
Got it.
So, just a heads up.
He's got a new toy right now.
I figured as much.
Ouch. In that case, she's just gonna say it.
Okay, yeah. Okay. First things first, when dealing with anything is, especially when dealing with interplanar problems, normally you need to understand the source in order to find out what the problem is. Most interplanar incursions require specific solutions, whether it requires the attunement of specific items, or the concoction of specific devices, or even just... The expanded universe is a wide, wide place. It can be a lot of things. There can be a lot of solutions. The first step is always understanding what you are up against.
Okay.
What do you know right now?
I know pretty much what you know. That
Okay.
creature, that little being that came in 2 nights ago?
Yeah.
Last night?
Oh, so he's
remember.
still in your head now. Good to know.
John.
I mean, yeah, realistically, I imagine most people would. I have a membership at a library here in town.
I hate you.
I mean, mean, this isn't a big city, so they don't have a lot of arcane and divine knowledge, but they might have something to start us off on.
Okay.
Do you have any hint of anywhere to start, like to narrow it down at all?
Is the celestial? That's about it.
You know that for sure?
Yes.
Okay.
At least that's what Felix told me.
Got it. We'll go check.
At this point, I've closed my book.
And you can hear the entire conversation.
Yeah. I just kind of sit there and continue listening to the agonizing screams. And just
The agonizing sounds if I have a library membership and you don't.
not those.
I know
Yeah,
what
no.
you mean.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
I mean that too, yes, but like
Average row.
Worse.
Eveline comes up to you and she's just like, we're gonna go on a little field trip. Do you want to come?
You say field trip.
Library. We're
Like
going to the
a-
library.
Oh, when you say field trip, like a light sparks.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah.
And not some field trip where there are people who are sick
No, we're going to a library.
and there's no things that are animals that are angry.
I mean, I haven't been to the library in a long time, but typically no.
Okay.
We broke her.
I broke everybody.
Fun.
Okay, let's go then.
Are we bringing...
You want to come?
why not?
Okay, you all walk and go back to find the library that Felix was at the night before.
Oh, the gnome is gonna be so...
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. You all begin walking down the street. What is everyone's passive perception?
16.
16?
18.
18.
11, technically. Disadvantage gives -5.
Oh, okay, got it. So 11 and so 18 is the highest? Yeah.
Do I see Paragon?
Two creatures both.
You see
Is
Jorn
it two... Oh, is it...
Jorn and Tallow dragging the dead body of the
No,
professor.
it's gonna be two people in...
Catatonic.
There's gonna be two
No,
people
dead,
in
they killed
blue outfits, like tailing us or something.
With gold trim.
Gold trim, yeah. As you guys leave the bar and walk down a couple streets, it doesn't take you long to notice, just like in the reflection of one window, that the two gentlemen you saw sitting at the bar, the blue cloaks and the gold trim, are following you as the...
Round of applause for Marshall.
I should
for
just
figuring
leave.
that
Like,
out.
I drop, walk
I
out.
win D&D.
You
Not
win
yet.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Not yet.
You killed the dragon in the dungeon. You've won Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's how you finish it.
I'm currently deciding if she is going to act smart or marry.
Well, I think you have the answer there.
So she's gonna like stop in her tracks
Yeah.
and just like just, hey guys.
Yeah.
I think there's somebody behind us. And she does actually turn around. Actually, do we know them? Are they friends of the group?
The second you start to turn around, you see the one on the... Okay, you guys are walking down the street and there's buildings on like the left side of you. The one on the right side just dives left into the other guy and they both vanish into an alley. Like it's the most obvious, like we're trying to hide moment in the universe.
Do we see this as well? Or?
No, you guys are little too... Actually, no, your passive perception, like, they still roll absolute dog shit for the... That's a 2 and a 9. So the 2 is diving into the 9 to push him out of the way of your line. Yes, you guys both see that as well.
I think we need to have a small talk with our little
Is this a normal person's talk, or is this...
This would be normal.
Not
Not...
blood and death?
I try to avoid that as much as possible.
Inside.
I'm gonna roll insight on that.
Really? It doesn't seem like that. You can get...
Let us finish this before we continue this.
Okay.
So they don't run away.
They're just
Because I'm not sure if that alley's a dead end or not, so...
They're just like stumbling over trash cans instead of just like the most comical escape possible.
Eveline, cast hold person!
She's
That's out of character.
So you guys are walking over to the alleyway? Oh, yeah. You guys walk over to the alleyway. As you turn around, you see the one guy is on top of the other guy, just going shh, and he's covering his lips, going shh. If they don't hear us, they might not notice we're here. And he's talking like normal volume.
I just kind of...
Ariane, now that they're closer to you, you recognize these two gentlemen.
Oh no.
It's Jorn and the Professor! The bumbling fool!
More specifically, you recognize the insignia of like black swords over top of a golden sphere on the back of their cloak, and the one looking down at the side is just like, "Hey, Ariena, how's it going?"
Hello? Why are you following me?
We just wanted to check in to see how things were going.
That's not creepy at all.
You followed me from the neutral territories. Did you follow us into the quarantine zone?
No, I mean, we live here. We were just coming home. We heard you were nearby, so we figured we'd check in on how things were doing. The three of you see a tiefling with a couple of, like, very light blue speckled marks on the side of their face, otherwise very crimson red skin. What's once were probably pretty large horns have been, like, shaved and filed down to the point where their curly long hair just kind of flows over top of it. Has very soft purple, like lavender almost eyes. Who is on top of closing the mouth of what appears to be a half-orc man who has this dark green set of skin. But there are splotches of like the same crimson red, and he has the same like lavender soft eyes as the other one.
Are they friends? Not sure. Ariena knows them. I corrected myself.
I could have
But
this fun again.
Yeah.
friends or foe, that is yet to be determined, as they were following us and clearly tried to jump into the shadows.
You
So-
also would know that Tiefling's name is Infurium, and the half-orc's name is Half.
I'm definitely not going to remember either of these. Okay.
Well, half the half-orc. And I forgot the teeth.
Infurium.
Inferium, the Infernal.
I spelled health as half,
It's Haulf.
and the other one spelled as.
Inferium.
I get it. Half-orc.
And that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. It's not going well.
Okay.
This place is a mess. I've lost the drow. But
Was it your only job to watch the drow?
he said he'd be back. It was last night at 3 in the morning.
Okay, got it. I guess that's kind of on us then, because we also didn't see him leave the tavern.
I should have picked someone who can keep, like, the same sleep schedule as an elf. I can't be up all night every night.
Okay, we're new to this too, okay?
They're speaking like this in
Yeah.
front of all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care about you guys.
We have a serious talk now. that we have to do later.
What is this? Surprise?
So
What is this?
I move to the
The tiefling is
cuddle pile.
the tiefling is now climbing off of Infernium is now climbing off of Half, and they're just kind of both standing up and like dusting garbage that they like dove into off of them.
So, what is this business you have with the lunatic?
Are you gesturing at
Wait,
me or?
yeah.
No,
Okay.
Oh, with Jorn?
no, like gesturing back, as in like.
Okay.
Half kind of like
'Cause
leaves
you got-
behind Infernium
Can I
and
be
like
more
looks at
specific?
you, Ariena, and is just like, "Can we trust these people?"
Probably. Probably with this at least.
Got it. Well,
This is a long story, isn't it?
not really. All three of them in unison.
That's long.
The two of them in Ariana.
Yeah, like Infernium, Half, and Ariena, same
Ariana?
time. I said Ariena, didn't I?
No, you said Ariana.
I said- We, my good friend, are members of the Arbiter's Son.
Do I know what that is?
Make a history check.
She's gonna look impressed. She has
Got
no
it.
idea
Got it.
who they are.
Just straight history.
Yeah, straight history.
17?
17? The Arbiter's Son is a similar organization to the Black Hats in theory. The Black Hats' deal is that they protect from interplanar incursion in order to better the lives of mortals in the mortal plane. But they have had a lot of track records of doing that job through violence and aggression. And because they specifically deal with interplanar incursion, their job site is also very narrow in how and when they help people. The Arbiter's Son is more of a generalized, not necessarily secret society.
It's more of a global
Yeah.
police force, in a way.
Not even police force. It's just an interconnected unit of Good Samaritans who have devoted their lives to doing good for the world, for protecting people from conflict, and pretty much they are the humanitarian aid guild. They
Hippo.
yeah. They help where there needs help, and they do it because they believe it is right.
Good to know. So we are on two different... Okay.
I mean, you both fulfill.
We both fulfill
Similar
the kind of
goals.
same
Yeah,
goal.
you both.
You are more active in it, while I'm more, like, centralized in a specific division.
They help everybody regardless of the situation. You're specialized in helping people in a very specific and somewhat rare occurrence.
Yeah.
So, like, they do a lot of work with refugees when there's conflict, but prevention has also become a big part of the Arbiter's Son over the history. So they very frequently will try and get members to take legal positions or political positions to try and actually, like, do as much good as possible. And people will do it in
So,
different ways. There are many people over the course of Karminian's history who have changed the world forever who claim to have been Arbiter's Sons. And that is sons with a U, by the way. If anybody cares.
Yeah,
You use both interchangeably and it was so fucking annoying.
That's because it was supposed... I originally started with sons, and I was just like, there's supposed to be a brilliant beam of light and hope. Let's do sun, you. It is supposed to be you.
Which one did I write?
Wow, that's impressive.
I know!
Oh, I wrote the right one.
We just knew that ex-Special Forces operative showing up in the neutral territories while a Virian ambassador have a bit of a ceasefire is typically not a good sign, and figured somebody should be probably looking out for that. Yeah, it's generally this is how every single war between Iberian and Vassenrai has started. Like, God forbid anybody mention the day of carpet rain.
Any idea?
Yeah, what?
Oh, very, very famous battle. Like, it is the it's not okay. From Iberian standpoint, it's retaliation. From Vassenrai's standpoint, it is the first offensive of the second Iberian-Vassenrai war. Effectively, Iberian claimed that Vassenrai had been destroying merchant ships, so in retaliation, they got a wizard to fly over top of Vassenrai and drop carpets over top of the city that had teleportation circles on them. So then once the carpets were inside each city, they could teleport in a bunch of mages, which just started wreaking havoc and decimating the military infrastructure. They pretty much dropped a respawn point into Vassenrai over a couple of different major cities.
I like these people.
Yeah.
Checkpoint reach, checkpoint reach, checkpoint reach, checkpoint reach, checkpoint.
That is just a good battle strategy.
They got magic, they know how to use it.
That's crazy.
Tactics.
Yeah.
So,
Operation Carpet Rain.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So, that is understandable, actually. I don't want to be
Learned anything about him? Is he good intentioned?
No.
He is currently making a deal with, actually two in a way. He made a deal apparently with Vassenrai to clear the bounty on his head. That is to hunt a warlord in this continent. And then he made...
Which warlord?
Valgagak.
Okay, well there's nothing inherently wrong with that. Valkyrgak is kind of somebody we've been
And then he
debating
made...
on whether we have the power to deal with.
And then he made an oath, loyalty thing. I don't understand what he was doing here. But do I remember the Archmage's name?
You never asked his name.
Well,
None of you ever asked his name. He never gave you his name.
Like his rank.
He is a Captain High Archmage, which is normally just shortened to High Archmage. He is a specialist forces.
Okay. He made a deal with a High Archmage from here.
Do you know which one?
Who I describe his uniform.
That's what they all look.
I don't pay attention to that.
Generally, their uniforms are pretty uniform.
Anyhow, he was asked to test his loyalty to them, and he did, and they have agreed to send him back to Vassenrai to after Valkyrgak, whatever the fuck his name is.
Valkorgak.
I don't care.
Fine.
My character does not care.
Fine. Don't care about the enemies that I put time and effort into making custom classes for.
Okay, Schmelix.
After that, he's supposed to help them against Vassenrai. I think that was the deal.
Oh, so it's literally Operation Carpet Rain all over again. Yeah, that's gonna end badly.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
You saw the aftermath.
Yeah, I saw the corpse on the ground.
Okay. You said we could trust him for this?
He's probably a lot more trustworthy than a lot of people.
Okay, got it.
Be fair warned, there is a malicious spirit running around in his head that's slowly driving me insane.
Reaction,
Not
fair
a
enough reaction.
spirit.
I do not care what it is. Spirit is a good enough descriptor.
How about the pain in the ass?
Fair enough.
Common ground. It's always good to see people having fun.
If you had him in your head, you would agree he is a pain in the ass.
Is he someone we're gonna have to deal with?
Are they motioning to me or
You? They're more
No,
comfortable.
are they referencing him?
like
No,
are they,
Jorn.
Not in that way. There's probably an easier way. Strand him in the middle of nowhere, maybe? Like, he doesn't have magic.
Let's be honest. I don't think either of these nations can take another full-blown conflict. They are still repairing from the first one. If we have a third one right now, everything is falling apart.
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it?
Yes, it's just I was not expecting it to be escalating so quickly.
I don't know what to do about it.
I don't either, okay? We don't know either. We're new to this too.
I think we just drop him on an island and leave him there. He has no way out. He has no way to escape that.
We could. You know, this magic, right? Could we do a magic with him?
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean whatsoever.
I might be speaking too complicated. I'm sorry. If we do like a magic with him, his brain, could that?
memory manipulation? You
Yeah.
mean?
But just maybe to make his
Can you
intentions
manipulate people's memories?
with kindness.
Yeah, but magically.
I don't think any of us can. Maybe the Professor of Spirit.
Eveline is here. Yes.
Yeah?
We could.
That was out of character.
Yeah, I know.
I would rather not accept someone's mind. Thank you very much.
All right.
Must feel weird going from
But
far
to
back
drop
to-
him off.
If worse comes to worse, or gets close to that point, do you guys have a high-level caster?
We...
Somewhere. We are not very organized, as
Somewhere, yes. I'm gonna be honest, we've been working alone, just the two of us, like, since our master died, and we kind of then just found Ariena here in a clinic in the middle of the neutral territories, and they seemed like a pretty chill, nice person who'd want to do some good, so we kind of extended an offer, and
So you have no contact with your high caster.
we have ways to find each other, but then you normally have to be in the same room with them. Because neither of us can spellcast. We're not a typical structured organization. We just operate in splinter groups and try to do as much good in the localized area that we inhabit.
If this does turn out to be another conflict, would it not be helpful to have at least a high-level person?
Yeah, and if it develops to a conflict, then all of our siblings will
You want-
come.
You want to stop the conflict before
Yes.
it happens.
Yes.
we do not have contact with other groups. We are isolated. Stretch that with the fact that neutral territories is more or less middle of nowhere. I'm sure if we found someone, yeah, but we would have better luck with your organization.
I turn to Eveline.
Yeah.
How high level are our casters? Do you think they can create a demi-plane?
At the Great... I mean, somebody at the Great Tower can probably do it, but they're also probably not gonna interfere. This is strictly political problems, not an incursion from an exterior plane. Like, if... It would be different if a being of immense power was manipulating these forces together, but
I mean,
that doesn't seem to be what's
how hard would
happening.
it be to get Paragon to start manipulating Jorn?
That I did not think of. You hear this in the back of your head. That could be interesting.
Congratulations, you might have just started World War III.
Yep.
So, I turn back to
Yeah.
the two nincompoops.
Half an Infernium.
Nincompoops. So, our organization doesn't deal with that kind of matter, though we could, in theory, trap him in a different dimension. You would have to be the one to do it unless we have probable cause he is manipulated. Am I understanding that correctly, Eveline?
To my knowledge, yeah. Couldn't you just lie?
I just kind of give him the side glance.
Yeah. That's Infernium. So is the tiefling with the like lavender eyes and like the red skin, just like. Couldn't you just lie?
Okay. Technically, yes. But that ruins our reputation. What if you lie to your superiors?
My superior's dead.
You would feel bad, wouldn't you? Let's say if he was alive, or they were alive.
I mean,
wouldn't you feel bad?
we were raised in an orphanage, and the headmistress of the orphanage was the one who raised us to help them in the sons. I'm gonna be honest, we lied to her a lot, because you lie to your parents when you're kids, so you can do things that they wouldn't let you do.
So you're basically children.
We're not children! We've grown up! Okay,
More
we're
liars.
inexperienced. They do look to be roughly like 22. Like there's a bit of an age difference between them. Infernium's like probably closer to 25. Half is probably
children.
probably on like the 20. Like
I'm outright calling them
teenager,
freaking
yeah.
children.
So anyone but an elf to you would be a child, basically.
No, I'm saying this specifically because they're incompetent.
We're not incompetent. We're just inexperienced and.
Children.
We know Ariena. We wanted to make contact. We weren't just like trying to hyper stealth everywhere. If we wanted you not to see us, you wouldn't have seen us.
I'll believe
Insight check.
Go for it.
That
being arbiter of the sons, that is a lot of respect to, so I'll believe it.
21, I think.
You beat me by 1. He definitely believes they're capable of more, but yeah, they messed up.
They messed up, and if he thinks it, probably not.
Got it.
So, your main mission was to keep an eye on Jorn.
Pretty much, yeah. Keep an eye on him, report what he's doing. Think give me a way to do that. And try and make sure he doesn't start a war. But 3 hours. You disappeared for 3 hours.
We don't disappear, we were held captive by guards who have kind of the same idea as you until the deal was struck. Vatsunrai, special operative in Oblivion. What could go wrong? His face says it.
Point to whoever's making the face. Neither of them is making that face. That's just me.
No.
Paragon.
Yeah.
No, that's probably Paragon.
Yeah.
Every time I look smug, assume that's what Paragon looks like at any given moment.
I point behind them, basically.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do?
I'm not entirely sure. Easiest option would just be sabotage his mission. Make sure it doesn't happen. He's not allowed back in Vassarai. He can't do anything.
Counter. When you say finish mission,
Valkyrie. Make sure he can't kill him.
I'd say no. Let him kill Valkyrie. Warlords, not really a good idea in a rebuilding stage of a giant conflict.
I am aware.
However, we do not let him deliver evidence to Vassarai. That would be...
Word will spread. Word will spread. People will learn. If people are keeping tabs on him, if they paid attention enough to him to send someone out to deal with him, they will pay attention and hear of his death when it happens.
So you want a warlord free?
No.
Then
What?
what are you going to do?
Jorn specifically said he needs him dead. We make sure he does not die. That does not mean we leave him free. And if Jorn's not the one to complete the mission, if someone else is, they have no proof, they have no reason to let him go back.
But you have no idea.
No idea of what.
Jorn was specifically chosen for this mission.
Yes, that's why I say please get someone else to do it.
But how could somebody else do it when he was solely picked for it? First off. Second off, most likely it was in secret. So if someone else comes in, wouldn't that look suspicious?
I mean,
For example,
Ovarian probably wants him gone.
yes.
We lead a group of their mages to him, they will deal with him. And they have reason, he's in their country.
You guys said he was in Mossborough, right? Or
Yes.
Yes.
Jason? I mean,
Well,
Close to
the
there?
forest
Why not?
next to.
Mossborough is a farming,
We can't let him stay there, no.
no. What I'm trying to say is that the Austin Vents, the family who live there. Sorry, let me just double check to make sure it's actually the Austin Vents. Yes, the Austin Vents. The family that stays there probably doesn't want a marauder in their backyard. Their entire existence within the Table of Swords and of Irian as well is reliant on them supplying food to the entire country. We could go talk to them and see if they want to make him god a lot sooner.
But the problem with that is, then Jorn completes his mission. Then he's allowed back. If someone else does it, he's not allowed back. He didn't complete his mission.
I meant we go do it right now.
We could do that, yeah.
It's like maybe a day's ride out. I'm just putting it out there as an option.
Is he
That seems like our best bet.
You are working with the guards, yes?
I got permission from the guards to go into the quarantine zone. They didn't
So not
want me there to
working.
begin with. No, not working with it.
But if you come with us, that cure needs to be used. That cure needs to be spread. What's going to happen to it? It can't sit here and languish for the time we're gone.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't have to go with you. You can ride out and do it yourself. I can stay here and keep working.
Okay.
I mean, your friend Keith already said that she wanted to help as much as he could, so she seems to be willing to at least learn a couple things to maybe be a bit of a lab assistant for the next couple of days.
So what you're saying is this one can do whatever she wants.
I mean, she
Go
could already
with
do
us or stay with you. And
Oh, I mean, I only asked Contracted Vengeance to help me on my mission. She's... You are a very lovely woman, and it's been a pleasure knowing you, but I don't speak for her. She's a
I really want to know.
grown person.
we-
Like, they do whatever they
being
want.
paid for this.
no.
We're working with Eveline.
There's no money.
Okay, got it.
It's like volunteering kind
Got
of.
it,
It's
yeah.
not, there's no.
I was gonna say, I thought it was a part of your character that you said you just kind of volunteer to do work,
Yeah,
but
yeah. There's no.
It would have been up to you if there was a payment contract.
Oh, it's 1,000 platinum.
No, she in fact does not have 1,000 platinum.
Question: is Jorn currently leaving for Mossborough right now?
He's already left, I assume.
So we have to go faster.
Well, no, he's doing recon. He will not engage without us there because he doesn't want to work with the professor.
Okay.
He's just scouting around.
I just don't want to be near him at all. At all. At all.
You really hit Zaccardi in the face with that.
At all.
You said he's recon.
Yes, that is what he told me.
I think the best bet is grab a steed and get there as quick as possible.
Okay. Should we... Is there anything we need?
We have...
This is a place of magic. Would invisibility be too far of a stretch?
Do you have the funds for that?
Not really.
Infant. What?
Make yourself vanish.
Make it so people can't see you.
And how much does this cost?
No clue.
It could
Probably
be expensive.
won't.
Eveline, you've been here for a while. Any idea?
I mean, items enchanted with
Items
low-powered
like
spells are
Like a
typical.
potion.
Potions also are typically like readily common, so they're definitely cheaper than other countries, but magic is still a specialized skill, so it's not exactly gonna be silver. We're talking gold or platinum.
Do you know how to make that?
Invisibility specifically? I don't believe so. I could make some potions, but
There might be a library. Okay. So we're right next to life.
yeah.
Well,
Well, even without I think we do that. We take horses, we go.
Are you sure if the three of you get into trouble, you can handle it on your own?
Not at all, but I'm sure we can run.
Okay.
if you have a horse, a steed of sorts, it will be quicker. So I think that would be a best option.
Running with half movement? Okay.
Okay, Mr. Rogue.
No, I'm just saying I have 2 levels of exhaustion. I've got 20 move speed.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think we've figured out what we're gonna do.
Do we just do that now?
Might as well.
Do we really need to go to the library?
It would really help, but it can wait.
I mean,
That's up to you. I've been looking for years already. And found nothing, so...
You've been looking for years. They might have found something in the time you were gone. It's something we can do later, though.
Very well.
I'll head back to Key 3 and keep doing what I can.
Tell her.
I'm gonna be here a while, so if you, I don't know, miss me, you can always come back.
Oh. Well, of course we'll
I
miss.
think we're gonna come back no matter what.
God.
Tell Kid 3 to make sure to leave her door open. It's a saying.
Okay,
Saying
got
we
it.
have to commit.
Got it. Yeah,
It's like
inside joke.
yeah.
but not a joke.
Oh, shoot.
Get that. I believe with that decision being made, we're going to be closing out episode 9 for the evening. Some plans made to circumvent some long-made plans. I
This will be
hope
interesting.
this goes well.
This will be very interesting.
People doing
Stay
that.
tuned for session 10. Right?
Yep.
Yes,
God.
10.
Oh god. I really hope to take a long rest. I need my throat. And yes, I will actually take a long rest.
Yeah, you've that, viewers. Long rest. Guaranteed next
Unless
episode.
we get 7,000 views on this video, Arena's never going to take a long rest.
Oh no!
Oh no, it looks
She'll
like
be-
Arena's
she'll-
going to die of exciustion. Because that's never going to happen.
Rules are
in the
rules.
time between now and when it's posted.
Yeah, oh yeah. Not going to get code posted till like September.
Wow, you guys. You killed it.
Oh, wow, how could they?
It's pissing.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I believe if you ever want
Need.
to circumvent another player's plans, you know where they have the materials for you to do that well.
Where's Zaccardi?
Where's that, Marshall? That's at Phoenix Games and
Oh
Hobbies.
my
If you want to
goodness.
undercut another player's plans, they got dice, they got books.
This thing. It's a dice bag.
Yeah, they got stuff.
Cards,
Magic,
everything.
D&D.
501 Crew Street, Kitchener, Ontario. Go! Now! Turn off the video! What are you still doing here? Go! Okay, you can stay. I'll leave!
Have fun. Please have a good night.